Hello guys, and a very warm welcome on board Shannon Rock 442. Today's flight from Shannon and we're off to London Heathrow in the Airbus A320, and we're just gonna go into the cockpit and get setting up. It's a pretty simple service today. We'll be running on the default checklist. We've got all the stuff that is required for today's service. We're all pretty much ready, and it's a very simple service across today. So like I say, we'll be running the default checklists, so we'll start them and we'll open some doors.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Batteries.
Both on.
Electrical power.
Let the
External power
package
is
start
on.
coming on.
Navigation lights.
Set on.
Engine master.
Both off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Landing gear lever.
Checked.
Parking brake.
Off.
Flaps.
Set.
Speed brake lever.
Checked retracted.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Transponder mode.
So we'll come down to the
Check
FMC and we'll start
standby.
setting up while all the
Radio control panel.
information is going on. We're at
Set.
Shannon.
Can
Today
recall.
we're off to London Heathrow. Thank you all
Checked.
for Lima.
Engine skid.
Flight number is
On.
Shamrock
Flight director.
On.
442.
Emergency lights.
Set.
Cost index of 21.
signs.
Cruising altitude
Set.
will be
Anti-ice.
odd. We're
Off.
going at 250.
Auto
Air condition.
22.7
Ventilation panel.
to block fuel.
is checked.
Electric panel.
Checked.
Just got to wait a minute to align the IRS. Yeah, reference.
Set on.
Okay.
Hydraulics.
Is checked.
Acubrake pressure.
Checked.
We'll load the fuel and payload in now.
Proximity
Go
warning
instant.
system.
On.
Electronic flight control system.
On.
Adheres.
Align IRS.
Set to nav.
Emergency equipment.
Is checked.
The weather
Complete.
is telling us runway. Oh, the weather is telling us winds are 280, so it'll be 24 on a Abagatu Bravo departure. I don't know how you pronounce that, guys. If you are from the local area and you know the airport off by heart, be sure to let us know. So it'll be L9 then to Slaney. Slaney to Upper Lima 9. Well, that's not going to be going in. SLANNY. That doesn't want to go in. Is it NY? There we go. Right, to UL9er. It's brilliant. To Diecast. That's gone in perfectly. To Upper Lima 18. To Gavo. To Upper Lima 9 to Kennett. VUO. My apologies. Is that it? KO. JO. I've written it down, and I think I might have written it down wrong. I hope I haven't. So we'll insert that, and then we'll just put Kennett in at the end. K-E-N-E-T, Kennett. Brilliant. So now we'll go to the performance page, or the perf page. We'll go flaps 2 for departure today. Flex temp of 54. That's all the information obviously is in there. Like so. If we go to back out to an outside view, if the textures want to load, which they do take time to do, obviously all the cargo is on the aircraft. We'll get into the cockpit very shortly, and we'll close down the cargo doors, which obviously is all done and okay. There we go, they're closing. Got 3 minutes left on the IRS. We can now come across, select the altitude to our cruising altitude of 250. They can go in, ready for ready to go. Like I say, guys, in the hopefully this comes across in a good quality, because this is my actual first video with fraps. So yeah, that should be a little bit more exciting. We'll go to a top-down view and try and find runway 28. If we go out, that's 06 or 04. So obviously we zoom right out, that's going to be runway 28, that runway up there. Yeah, so it will be a nose right tail left if it's available. Or we're able anyway, any pushback direction will be okay to adapt ourselves around. 2 minutes left and we'll be ready to go. We'll put Unicom in because there is no ATC online. Like so, let's go across, we'll squawk 2200 prior to get it going. We'll have some lights on in the cockpit as well, just while we start. So, like I say guys, just a quick recap, we're Shamrock 442, we're an A320 on today's flight in the leaving a very wet Shannon, and obviously we're off to London Heathrow. Just waiting for the IRSs in the boarding to complete via GSX and then we will be ready to go. And hopefully we are expecting quite a nice flight today. Hopefully not much turbulence, obviously there is going to be turbulence on departure. Obviously, but you can tell it's absolutely horrible weather around at the moment. And it's about -3 I think in the UK at the moment, so it is very very cold in the UK, or in London Heathrow as well. Obviously they are boarding Aer Lingus, he's boarding Aer Lingus, so that's nice and realistic there with the GSX settings, that's all okay and working fine. 1 minute to go until we have the IRSs. And we'll wait for the boarding to be complete, pop up before we actually close the doors, obviously. Because I know the APU start is quite long in this aircraft. Well, they've made it longer with the new update from what it used to be. It used to be APU start and it used to be going out really quickly, so. And also guys, a massive thank you for all the support recently, because I mean, come on, it's just been absolutely amazing. Cannot complain one bit. I mean, it's been absolutely brilliant support that you guys have given me, and would not be in today's situation without you guys. Anyway, that's enough of a bit of a sobby story. I'm just waiting for it all really to kick off really. Obviously I do like the Airbus cockpit, it is quite nice. There we go, GSX passengers boarded. Just gonna close the doors now. Then we'll go checklists, and then hopefully the next checklist will commence.
Before start checklist.
Windows and doors.
Closed and locked.
APU.
This is the quite long
Set
start.
on.
But the one really good thing that you've got to love is in a minute guys you will hear the APU sound. There it is. Obviously the APU booting up is some airports can be restricted and sort of stuff like that, but GSX is in. We're just waiting for for it to disconnect the ground power unit before we get en route. Obviously GSX is ready to go. We've just got to release some stuff. There's the APU starting down there. Obviously wait for it all to complete and then we'll be ready. So our V1 speed today 136, rotate about 136 as well actually, and V2 speed of 138, and passing on flaps 2 obviously as well. There's the
Set
APU.
on.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Cabin signs.
Set on.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set on.
Bearer reference.
1001.
1001. Check. Beacon lights.
Set on.
Checklist complete.
Here we go, now this is the next
Flight deck
important
to
bit.
ground.
Go ahead, sir.
Ground, we have ATC clearance for start and taxi now. Please confirm ground equipment and services are clear.
Light speakers, all the still so the traffic cones disappear. There we go. And obviously in real life, we're sitting here on the gate now. This is where they'll obviously commence the
Okay.
in-flight safety demonstration, and they're ready to start the engines. So we'll put that along to ignition start, and we will just wait for the GSX to say it's ready. And we'll probably go with start sequence 2, then 1. Simple really, and then we'll get going that way. I don't know if you've ever realised this guys, when you put the ignition start switch on, the obviously I believe the engine starts to have a very faint spin, but obviously that isn't happening with this. Let's go, release the parking brakes. Here we go. Raining, or is it snowing? I don't know. It's cold enough to snow. There we go. And we'll start number 2.
Starting engine 2.
Wait for the engine to be stabilised.
Engine 2 is stabilised.
There we go. We'll wait for a turn, or we'll wait till we actually like, properly start turning before we then start engine number 1. Let's see if there is a turn on the pushback. So to be honest guys, I've never flew out of this airport before. I flew into it a few times, but never flew out. And we will now start number 1.
Starting number 1.
Wait for the hydraulic sound. Bang on time. We were scheduled for this to depart in 3 minutes. But as it stands, we're bang on time. And we'll stop the pushback here because I don't really want to fancy going onto the grass. Wait for him to tell us to set the parking brake.
Engine 1 is stabilised.
There we go.
That's a good start on both engines. All systems are normal. Thanks for your help and all clear. We'll see you for the signal on the right, please.
Roger, 2 good starts, all clear signals, see you on the right.
Where are we gonna go? For taxi, I think as it stands, we did go to a top down view and try and look at this. I think we'll go left and down.
Engine mode selector.
Set. Set off.
Wait for the truck to...
Master.
There we go, there's the truck
Set
disconnecting.
off.
Ground spoilers.
Set.
Rudder trim.
Checked 0.
Pitch trim.
Set.
Flight controls.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Check. Flaps.
And this is the best part.
Flaps 2.
Anti-ice.
There we go. Right then, we'll make a right hand turn for taxi actually and we'll continue down there. Oh. Start our taxi then. Slowly increase the speed of the throttle, sorry, and then straight away we're going to go for a right hand turn.
Taxiing checklist.
No slide.
Right hand turn.
Set on.
Brake check.
Pedal press. Checked 0.
Check. Auto brakes.
Max.
Takeoff data.
Reviewed.
FCU.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked.
We'll
TO
continue our taxi
config.
down here then.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Tell you what we will do, so I know something's gone wrong. We'll now have to do one really quick thing. We've got to go into the controls and enable the controls. It's just something that happens unfortunately due to obviously FSU IPC and all its settings. We've had to do that. We won't do the before takeoff checklist just yet. We'll, obviously if you go to a top down view here you'll be able to get a proper look more at our taxi. We go outwards, it is pretty much just a straight line actually. So we can probably increase the... Oh, excuse me, what? Yeah, excuse me. We can actually probably increase our taxi speed. Being very careful, of course. And we can actually as well have our wipers on. before takeoff checklist.
Flight attendants, seats for takeoff. Before takeoff checklist.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
Brake fans.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
TCAS.
TARA, tilt above.
Why is it good, please?
On taxiway.
Set
It's called
on.
glimpse of the speed then.
Tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Checklist complete.
We can just continue going down, to be honest. We probably would be okay if we took a left-hand turn now, which we are going to do. I don't even know, to be honest, if that's even a taxiway. I've never been to this area before. It looks very, very complicated. But if you obviously know Shannon Airport very well, please be sure to put in the comments if that is obviously a taxiway, because I just don't even know. Right then, here we go. En route to London Heathrow, and a very short, actually, very short service.
Approaching 24.
Well then, are you guys ready? This is the intense sound of the Airbus. I haven't got the update, guys, which I keep meaning to go and get, but I very rarely fly Airbus. That's what's kind of put me off. But here we go, guys. Stable. Toga.
Takeoff. Man, toga, SRS and runway.
Check.
On taxiway. On taxiway.
Okay. Because that makes legitimate sense.
Power 100 knots.
Checked.
Meet. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Navigation.
Check.
Right then, autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Number 6. There we go. Lovely departure views there out of Shannon.
Speed check. Flaps 0.
Climb
thrust.
thrust. And the after takeoff checklist.
There we go.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Flaps.
Checked retracted.
Landing gear.
Gear up, lights off.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Tax.
Both on. Off.
TCAS.
Checked.
Altimeter.
1001.
1001. Checked.
We'll turn off the weather radar, we'll have the terrain radar on. Altitude. The turbulence is real, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway then, let's continue our climb. It's about to pass 4,500 feet. All I can say, guys, is we will see you very, very shortly for our approach and landing into London Heathrow.
Trend.
Hello guys, and welcome back. We're on the Ocon 1 Alpha landing 9 right. We're just on our descent down now and into London Heathrow. Just a tad slow, and I don't know the reason why, unfortunately. Oh, wrong way. We're down to 3,000 feet now. Performance init activated. That hasn't been activated just yet. That's up. That's fine. We'll just now control the speed manually. Then, and we'll continue our descent down to 4,000 feet on the speed. 220 knots. There'll be a left-hand turn, and we'll bring us back round on for the ILS 09 on the right. And then we'll go for the approach checklist.
Approach checklist.
Ecam status.
Checked.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
Stowed. Cabin signs.
Checked.
Nav accuracy.
Checked.
Bearer reference.
Um, 1007.
checklist complete.
Anyway, so left
Flight
hand
full
turn.
Alive.
We're way too high at the moment. We're going to have to
Flight
decrease speed very
attendants,
shortly.
prepare for landing.
Continue round, and when we finish our turn we'll then go down to 3,000 feet. We'll be very careful, obviously just there's quite a lot of terrain around. Maintain 210 knots on the turn. Bring around, obviously it's coming in now. It's a nighttime approach. Obviously we did leave quite late in the afternoon, and we've had the dusk, and we've now got nighttime officially, and we'll now bring it down to 3,000 feet, and there we go, and we'll now decrease speed to 0 knots. Okay, then them lights can now come off. And we'll have to obviously now have to increase the speed back to 220 knots. Obviously with some reason we were going quite slowly, and we levelled off quite early at 3,000 feet. Obviously at the end of the day I'd rather be too low on the approach than suffering. There we go. Almost there. We'll maintain the current altitude for the time being. So we'll maintain 220 knots as well. We've got to be very careful, obviously, if you don't want to overshoot, and obviously this is Heathrow as well, so it is obviously quite important to go or brake low, to be honest. That's what we really need. Obviously we'll just maintain the speed and everything as it stands. Or obviously, like I say, I'd rather be a little bit low than way too high at the end of the day. Right, then there's the turn. I'll now decrease down to 2,500 feet. Decrease in speed to we'll decrease speed to 205 knots. Just don't want to come in too slowly, that's all. 200 knots. We'll maintain obviously this heading, and we'll go via our localizer on the turn. Then to obviously establish on the localizer 09. Alright, there's 2,500, there's the call. The way this approach is going to be
2,500
is I'm going to hopefully try and disengage the autopilot at 1,000 feet, and hopefully from there we'll be okay to conclude our approach and landing. Just a tad low then. Flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
Then if we go to a wing view, flaps are coming out the wing. Obviously increasing the drag. And the being greeted by the lovely FPS which is under Heathrow. 180 now on the speed, down to 2,000 feet. And that's going to be our attitude to establish. Final approach speed for this evening is 119 knots apparently, but we'll obviously increase that just a bit more. Because the last thing we really want is to become a bit too slow. We'll lose the terrain map now, and we'll got a clear visual approach on our right hand turn. So now consider 160 knots.
Flaps 2.
Speed check, flaps 2.
160 knots now. We're going to have to gear down in just a second.
Down.
There we go.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed check, flaps 3.
And we'll now go 350 on the heading. Engage the our localizer as well. Lovely bit of lag around Heathrow. So obviously not a Heathrow flight if there's no lag. There's the localizer. Just started to pick up. 09 rights obviously are approaching and landing runway. We'll now decrease to 150 knots. Very slow decrease. Put ILS on there. Just double check we're on route. Yeah, that's fine. There's the turn. We'll now go for a final approach speed.
Localizer alive.
135 knots. We are finding that approach speed this evening. And we'll now engage approach and autopilot 2.
Second autopilot is on.
I'm waiting for the flaps fall. Go around altitude 3,000 feet. Runway coming in on site now. 132 knots, flaps full.
Speed check, flaps full. Localizer captured.
Bring it down.
Landing checklist.
Landing gear.
Down and locked, 3 greens.
Ground spoilers.
Checked and armed.
Auto brakes.
Low.
Exterior lights.
On.
Go around altitude.
Checked.
Landing memo.
Checked, no blue.
Checklist complete.
There we go. So here we go then guys, landing 09 right at London Heathrow. Here we go then guys. Wait for the minimums call out and we'll let them lose the autopilot. And I'll have full control of the aircraft. And started to decrease the speed again, 128. 2 red, 2 white on the puppies. All looks good.
100 above.
About a 10 knot crosswind from the diagonal from the right behind us. Obviously that is unfortunately changed from when we
Continue.
prepped.
Autopilot off.
I've now have control of the aircraft. Obviously I did set the minimums a bit higher than recommended. Obviously that's because the altitude I wanted to lose the autopilot at.
Approaching 09 right.
All is looking good, a little bit low maybe.
$500.
500 feet.
$400.
400 feet. I'm going to be hitting 300 over the approach lights.
$300.
300 feet.
$200.
200 feet. Here we go, landing.
$100.
70, 60.
70. 60. 50. 40. 30.
Get down.
40. 30.
The wind didn't
20.
really help.
Retard. 10. 5.
Long landing. Long
There we
landing.
go.
Spoilers.
That was just not good at all. The wind didn't help obviously. I know you're all going to say, and that's the wind shouldn't be a
70 knots. Auto brakes off.
larger aspect of that, but obviously it turned into a bit of a tailwind on approach, which obviously was not scheduled, or from my point of view it wasn't planned. Brakes, we'll vacate right. Anyway guys, there we go, we're off now to Terminal 2 and we'll park up and prepare for maybe another flight. But all I can say, guys, is a massive thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
You on.
Make sure you go below the stream, check out twitch.tv,
After landing checklist.
and all I can say, guys, is we'll see you next
Exterior
time. And obviously, if you are wondering what the
Checked.
scenery is, it's
Ground
Aerosoft.
spoilers.
Aerosoft London
Set
Heathrow,
off.
so all is
Engine
good
mode
there.
selector.
Checked normal.
So we're just off to the gate then.
Retracted.
TCAS.
Checked standby.
Brake temperature.
Checked.
It's Terminal 2 or
APU.
Terminal 1 we'll go off to.
On.
I believe this is round about
Complete.
Terminal 2. It's raining, or it might be snow or sleet. It's quite cold, it's about 3 degrees on the ground. A lot warmer than was originally planned, obviously. But like I say, guys, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen, bye bye.